Well, howdy, folks. It's Brian, and welcome back to the workshop. We're doing an update on the 41 Willies that we're doing for the Pro Street Gasser build, and we have a rolling chassis. Yay! But there's a problem. Boo. Yes, that's right. After doing all the mock-up stuff, everything is attached with that 560, 506, 560 canopy glue. And so there's, we can pull it all apart and change and fudge things as we need to. But we were doing the mock-up so we can make sure that all four wheels are going to be touching the ground. And one wheel is touching the ground really, really well because it fell off. But all four wheels are nice and touching the ground and stuff like that. So we're like, okay, cool. Let's see how the body fits. This should be a non-trivial thing, So we put this piece in place, this pan here, and then we put the body on top of it, and the rear wheels sit too far forward. They're rubbing against this edge here. So, okay, that's kind of messed up. And then we realize the other side seems to fit, in the wheel arch. Okay, all right, so that's kind of odd. Maybe the axle is out of skew. And so while I was messing around with all that, I remembered that I have in the parts box the body shell from the street rod version that came out several years ago. I even have the chassis too. Look at that. But I don't have the interior for it anymore. I don't know what I did with it. But, it's got the hole cut out in the hood and everything, so she's ready to go. So I went ahead and I tried this on for size. And we just dropped it on like that. And get it all lined up here. And so it looks like this body shell actually fits better than the original one does. So that's not making any sense, right? So I'm going to change settings here. So we're okay, good. So we decided to match them up. And let's see here. So we're going to zoom in. Ta-da! So if we match up the bodies here, the front fenders, we can see that that's a little bit longer on the nose. That's good right there. A little bit longer on the nose. The gray one's a little bit longer on the nose. And we slide down to the rear. Look at that. My goodness, that's a difference. How much of a difference? I don't know, but that's a pretty good difference right there. And it's the exact difference of what's going on with that rear axle. So I thought, okay, well, the rear axle was touching the driver's side fender. So I put this gray body on there, and all of a sudden it's not. It's just sitting down a little bit low because I don't have the pan under it. So then I spun it around to check the other side, and it matches up just fine also. So something is weird with this original body. It's like short on one side. I don't know. It does look like it's kind of like, I don't know, kind of curved a little bit in a direction there, and it's because of these large openings here. I'm not sure what's going on with that body. So I'm at a quandary. I'm considering modifying the floor pan because it is a little wide across the beam here for the gray body. So I'm considering modifying this to fit in the gray body, strip this down and paint it up the way we want it to be, and move on with life, and just put that one in and put the other one in the parts box. I'm not liking how the hood attaches to it. This is a wonky deal here. The doors, it's a thing. We can make it all fit, but life would be so much easier if we just went with this guy here. We already have the hole in the hood. It has a positive locking feature on there so it doesn't fall off. I really like how it's got these mold lines on there to let us know that that's actually a steel panel. But there is an issue. There's always an issue. The issue is my camera's too close. There we go. Let's take a look at the front ends. This guy has this nice wide mouth on there. This guy don't. Also, this guy has these beautiful real transparent plastic headlight lenses on a chrome bezel. This one had pretty much chrome wall sconces that are going to be glued in place there. So I'm like, you know, I'm really liking this guy here. I just need to figure out how to modify the front to look like this guy. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to cut off the front of that and stick it to the front of this. That would just be a lot of unnecessary work. That would probably cause more problems down the line. But yeah. So that's where we're at. If I'm curious to know what you guys think. If you think we should stick with the original car body, the white one, and modify the chassis so that it fits that better. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on that. Or if you think we should just go ahead and do the gray car, strip that, and modify the interior pan, and move on from there. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on that, guys. In the meantime, I'm going to go do errands and stuff before it gets too hot. We'll talk to y'all later on. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll talk to you a little bit later. Bye now.